little bit of an advantage here. He wants to make sure that they can get the vision, and the hook lands.
It does. It's gonna go on until he's in a lot of trouble. Can he get out? He's gonna flash. He's fine for now. We're gonna see the calling come out for Swifty, but it's not gonna matter. He dashes out. We do see that Dorjan gets hurt. Loki does see a lot of trouble. Tilted did fall at the end, but the ultimate came out, and it looks like Harry X is gonna get himself a kill. No, Loki doesn't actually survive.
Fruition. And now he's going in.
Tilted flash. He gets caught down. Nurse is gonna try to use any kind of barrier that she can get, but it's not going to be enough. The Justified does knock up Hero, and they're looking for the fight here. Nurse trying to get out. There's Stone Gates with use flash from Hero, but they're going to get one. They're going to look for the other. There's the chilling fight. Hero's going to get down. Double kill going over to Loki Dosi.
Bit of extra vision.
Ultimate. Use. Yeah, it's going to hit on AK, but he's going to be fine. Use the quickness and the Grand Engine. Get the 3-man charm so far. Mango getting super low, but it doesn't look like any more fights going to happen. Toad's going in. Drops trying to get the buff on himself, but he's going to snare up Indigo, but it does not matter. The Impale's going to be cleansed away. And now the fight's going to go in. And that's going to be 1 kill going over the side of Cetra. That's 3 kills on the side of Cetra. No one's going to go down. They're trying to make something happen. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a clean ace for Cetra.
And essentially how they're playing this.
They're going in, looking for the fight. There's the Vanguard's edge. They're trying to kill. Oh no, but they're not able to get him. The taunt comes out. Sundillian's going to flash forward. He does freeze him up. He's going to use the Zoe. His heroic entrance is there. You see the GA pops on Harvey. He might be able to be taken down. Finally, he is. This might be the fight they want. Moody's in there. He uses Cloud Gems. There's the stopwatch mute. Frieden's going to fall. Oh no, looks to be the next target. Meanwhile, we got Cerberus trying to push. He's doing what Tanzoni did last game.
Hello everybody and welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to our wonderful Thursday night stream. Recon 5 just have to play on these odd days for some reason, but tonight's event is going to be Recon 5 taking on Skizm Esports. We'll have to see if Skizm has what it takes to bring them down. While Recon 5 have not dropped a series, they have dropped a couple games. So they are not quite as undefeated as their, I guess you would say, their only real formidable opponent, which is going to be a Fruition Premier. But Skizm, they have shown promise with their top laner Dax coming into play in the second, third week. He has shown that they still have what it takes to become a top contender in this league. Well, to see if they can show tonight. Maybe they could bring him down.
Yeah, and I'm excited, like you said, to see Dax versus Tanzo in this matchup here tonight. One thing I did realize is I forgot to switch this back to make sure that we all know who this man is over here. Excuse me.
Am I someone different now?
Yeah, you were someone different just for a second.
Max!
There we go. There we go. Fixed. Better.
I feel like I should talk in the Max way. Hi, guys. I'm Max. In tonight's episode of Nightfall Champions League, we have Recon 5 taking on Skizm Esports. Does that seem Maxish?
Clap in the chat. Clap. Everybody clap in the chat. All right. Well, we got Skizm in R5. We've talked a little bit about the top laners in the podcast and how it really seems, based on these teams, that it is going to come down to the top half of the map. Not just the top laners in general, but the jungler and mid laners. We've seen Moody be a very dominant force for R5, but also be that kind of player that can grab a champion that is not normally in the meta. And it does look like, I believe their R5 has a different mid laner here.
Yeah, they're going to be running Rue tonight instead of Sundillian. Sundillian is the starting mid laner for Recon 5. Well, this team of Recon 5, I should say. But they are going to bring in Rue for tonight. But like you said, Moody, that Nidalee is just deadly. And teams let it through constantly. They let it through the first game, or they may let it through the second game, and it just, I don't know. It just seems like no one knows how to really stop it.
Yeah. All right, now we are going to move on over to the pro draft here and get ourselves into pick and ban phase. Now, There is a couple of champions that you'd see right off the bat that you probably want to ban out. You want to ban out the Rek'Sai, you have the Lucian, Morgana, you have the Thresh, definitely something. And with Recon 5, you always want to ban out that Riven, which Skizm is going to go for right away.
Yeah, not even taking a chance to let Tanzo have it. I mean, that's something we point out every single week. Teams will ban it out no matter what. And it's kind of like Moody. You know, the champion's not really in the meta right now, but it's still going to get banned away. But if you see here, though, they're taking a page from the past few weeks. They know Moody's Riven is something to be feared, and they got to highlight it, and they're going to lock it in.
Yeah. They want to make sure that they don't have that comfortable pick for themselves, so Nidalee Riven banned out. And then Recon 5 is just going straight in, right for those strong Tier 1 champions right now. Rek'Sai, Vlad, and now Kayle.
Anivia being highlighted. I don't really know if... Maybe Rue is a Anivia player, possibly? No, wait, they're going to switch it. They switch over to the Heck Room. Makes more sense.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the stronger champions in the top lane at the moment.
Yeah, and if Dax isn't going to play it himself, definitely something scary if Tanzo can grab it for himself. Recon 5, showing up the Morgana. Morgana, definitely one of those champs that you want to grab. If they do have the opportunity, they can grab Caitlyn with it. But Recon 5, since they're on the blue side, they have first pick here. And joking around a little bit, got the team up, but now they're going to go back to the Morgana. Morgana is going to be locked in. There's a lot you can do around a Morgana, especially grabbing her first. And Skizm has to respect that. So they have to decide on specific champions who can go well against a Morgana around that mid game, because it does seem like a lot of games here are ending around that mid game.
Yeah, but we see the Taric being highlighted. We noted this last night. We said it last night. Hearthstone does not seem to be working out in the Champions League, and teams are still wanting to pick it up, and they're going to lock it in. They're going to lock it in. It has not been working. It worked once out of every time we've seen it, and the way to punish it is early on. That's the best way to punish it. You punish it with an early aggressive lane. Lucian is an early aggressive laner, and that's just how you go about beating that lane and not even allowing them to set up properly.
Yeah, and now the Lucian Morg being fully grabbed, Morgana can just block a lot of the magic damage that Sona does, and also block the crowd control from Taric, which honestly in that bot lane is their combo right there. A lot of the combo is their amount of damage that they can output early on with the crowd control from Taric, and Taric's passive, nonetheless, does a fair amount of damage, so with that part of the combo being kind of pulled out, it gets a lot more difficult. And we saw last night, Klepto Draven, that went insane.
That was disgusting. That was just an utter showing of I'm just gonna beat the living hell out of you in lane. But no Sona, Tristana is gonna be locked in. Thank the heavens on that one.
Yeah, and you know what Skizm actually grabbing this Taric? It is something that you don't see very often, but it's definitely a champion that can be a full game changer, because now if you think about it, Skizm has their own way of becoming invulnerable against a team, like Kindred. Recon 5 picked up the Kindred for themselves to even go up against that Taric so that she can keep her teammates alive for longer. Because when Skizm fights or starts a fight, they start with the ultimate. And if you're using all of your abilities on the enemy and they have a Taric ult on them, they take no damage. So there's nothing that they can do from that. So by having the Kindred on your team, you are then able to use that to your advantage by basically having the counter invulnerability to the invulnerability.
You kind of cut out. You said counter to the invulnerability. Was that it?
I said counter. I said counter to the invulnerability from the invulnerability. That's basically what I said. Am I cutting out stuff for you?
No, maybe just the way you ended it. Just sounded like you cut out completely. I was just like, is there something more? Are we done here?
All right.
Yeah, but if you look at, they got rid of the Galio. The Aurelia is gone as well. Urgot's being shown. Urgot's been really, really strong in the meta right now. A lot of power picks are coming away or taken away by Recon 5, and a lot of targeted targeted picks are being banned away from or by Skizm.
Yeah, and looking at Recon 5, like you just said, they are solely targeting these tier 1, tier 2 champions that have just been dominating the Champions League. Urgot, Galio, Kale, Rek'Sai. Vlad hasn't been doing that much in the Champions League, but we've seen him a couple of times be a dominant force. Skizm decided to go with the comfort pick with Victor. And you know what's interesting? Right now, it may be a comfort pick, but I feel like slowly over time, Victor's going to come back to being that top lane destroyer because of kleptomancy. I still think it's a good thing on Victor and still something that could be shown for that top lane Victor to get himself ahead, but go full AP instead. Instead of going that hybrid tank build, you go for full AP top laner and maybe get a little bit of health for yourselves, but in that, you can dominate the game. Looking at Recon 5 and Skizm's final picks, we have Ari and Aatrox on the side of Recon, and Tanzo on that on that Aatrox can be deadly. And Skizm now are going to grab LeBlanc for cool. The Ari LeBlanc matchup, it's more of a skill-based matchup. It's not really in the favor of either one, but it is definitely something that can be a complete game changer. And we keep talking about the top laners. Gaikin, what are your thoughts on Tanzo versus Dax with the Victor and Aatrox?
Well, it's not going to be it shouldn't be the hybrid tank, right? It shouldn't be. They kind of thrown that to the wayside, from my understanding. So it should be full AP. I think Tanzo is going to have a hard time early on. Obviously, Victor has the range on him now. While Aatrox has infinite ability use, and he has I would like to say better Riven Q. Says he has that, so he'll be able to trade effectively. But I think before Tanzo was able to get any kind of magic resist, as long as Dax is farming well, able to actually hit his last hit up for his CS, I think he should beat out Tanzo in the first, like I said, until he's able to get some magic resist, more or less probably the Hex Drinker, if anything. Because I don't imagine we're going to see Moody gank a whole lot with a Kindred at first. And then obviously you have drops on the Jarvan, who's going to have way more lane pressure than the Kindred would ever in any day of the week.
Yeah, for sure. And we got 2 minutes left until the Spectre's delay. One of the most obnoxious things that I've ever seen in League of Legends goes through.
It's not too bad. I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. You can't have no delay because people just cheat. I mean, there's people who cheat nowadays. Like, I watched a video about some cheaters, and this guy who cheated in a Clash Royale tournament. He had AirPods underneath his headset, and his manager was giving him information on what his opponent was doing.
Oh my goodness, really? What?
Yeah. Like, come on, man. Like, you're a good player. Why would you do that? I don't know. But
what's the point in that? All right.
Well. I don't know. But, I mean, so the spectator delay, while it's annoying, it's not as bad today as it usually is, right? Because if we have the players or teams make their own pro draft, then it takes much, much longer. But if we're doing the pro draft, or if they don't need the pro draft, right, then it goes by much quicker, and we save ourselves, at least 4 or 5 minutes? At least 4 or 5 minutes?
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But
now, I was gonna say, now if we didn't have to do either of that, if we could just have a client side for everything, that'd be perfect. But because players don't know how to buy their champion, have full champion, I don't know. Maybe I'm just mean because I think that if you join a league or a tournament of some sort, you don't have all the champions, that's your fault. like you come unprepared, well then you're unprepared. Like that should be your problem, not mine.
Yeah, and we got 10 seconds left until the spectators delay goes.
Recon 5.
Oh, you didn't.
How you doing?
You didn't give me a chance. Come on.
Recon 5. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Well, You can hear Geigen. He's hyped it for this match, and he's ready to go. Spectator delay is at 0. Tell us, Geigen. Come on. You pump us up for this match right here in the loading screen. Give it to me.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First game of tonight's series. Recon 5 will start on the blue side. Tanzo on the Aatrox in the top lane. Moody going to be on that Kindred in the jungle. Rue is on that KDA Ari in the mid lane. Going to sing some pop star for me later. Paradox and Skizm, though, are going to be on that Lucian Morgana on the bot side. But on the red side of the map is going to be Skizm Esports. Dax on that Victor in the top lane. Drop's going to be dropping the Cataclysm on that Jarvan. Then we got Cool on the LeBlanc in the mid lane. And Jerky and NKDA on that Tristana and Targ in the bot lane. And to note as well, Jerky is subbing in tonight.
Huh. All right.
Jerky's not their main roster either.
Well, all right. We got something. We got something new. We got something fresh. All right.
Interesting.
All right. Well, we are loading into the game very shortly. Here we go. Nice
enough to hopefully my power stays on all night. Hopefully that storm doesn't hit us too hard, if it even comes. That'd be something, right? Be right in the middle of a team fight, just cut out. Where'd he go? The Skizm, yeah, Jerky is one of their subs. He's their 4th sub or 5th sub. It's a lot of subs.
Yeah, and now R5 is actually going to make their way up to the top lane right here. They're going to decide to maybe look for something up here on Dax. Maybe get a little cheeky play, a little first blood, summoner spell, something out of it. But now if they play this correctly, they can just hold against this wall right here up until that brush. Now he is going to be spotted.
Oh, nice. Oh, and it lands! Are they going to force flash out? The Ignite comes out. He will flash away. Everyone's flash for him, and that's going to be first blood! Oh my lord, one more tick, but everyone's still going. Oh no, Wolf did not get the kill for them. There goes the Spirit Ball, is going to be outthrown by Rue. And no kills. Recon 5. If Skizm would have just thrown the blind binding, knowing where he probably was going to stand. Because that's the spot that gives you the most vision into the river, is when you stand at that part of the... of that tri-bush, you have the most vision. So I think if he would have just thrown it, he would have been able to catch him off guard, and they would have been able to get the kill a lot easier. But I mean, that's what, 1 flash for 1, 2, 3, 4 flashes and an ignite.
That's pretty big. That's huge. Honestly, that is really big. Early on in this game, you really need those flashes, especially up against a Jarvan. You know how well a Jarvan can gank early on in the game. So with flash, whoa, wait!
Oh Lord, Cool comes over and steals the red buff.
Well, Skizm is just starting this game with stealing everything. Moody is now down an entire buff. He's only level 1, starting at these Krugs. What is happening?
Oh my God, Skizm Esports, they're coming in strong, and now Cool's gonna be able to abuse Rue in the mid lane, having this red buff take him down. We should definitely see a level 2 gank coming out of drops at this point. I mean, there's no flashes anywhere except top lane. And look, here he is. He's going to the mid lane right now. He's going. No, he doesn't land it, but the chain is going to land by Cool. He's going to get some damage down. I think if drops would have flashed for the knockup, they could have got that kill very easily. Nice Dark Binding lands by Skizm. Paradox going to go in. He almost is going to be stunned up, but the Black Shield's going to be able to save him.
Yeah, and because Jarvan started on the bot side and realized that the mark was at the first scuttle down there, he was able to pick it up, and now he did get both scuttles. Moody is even further behind in this game.
You see what I see? He's stealing his blue buff as well.
That's red's been stolen, blue's been stolen, and all Moody has gotten this game is the Krugs and will now be these wolves. He is going to be so far behind Drops right now, and Drops already has an advantage because of those flashes being down, and now 3 members of Skizm are making their way up to try to get Tanzo.
Yeah, they know he's one of the strongest members on Recon 5, and they're going to try shut down Aatrox. The chain does miss, though, but the Flag Drive's going to go in. Do they have the damage? Tanzo's going to flash. Oh, nice dash out of Paradox. But you see the abuse coming in from this bot lane, though. This Morgana Lucian just going to be so hard to deal with, even if you are a Tarek.
Yeah, nice binds there from Skizm. He does take a turret shot, but nothing to worry about. Tanzo's going to have to teleport back to lane. 3 members of Skizm just trying to gank Tanzo there and help Dax be able to hopefully get a kill on him soon. Because if Dax can get himself further ahead, playing as that mid-game AP champion, it will be super hard for Tanzo to do anything here. And we all know Tanzo is one of the stronger players of R5, and if you keep him down, it really can bring down the team morale.
Oh yeah, we've seen it time and time again that they win through Tanzo a lot of times. Whether it was the York split pushing the entire game, or he just gets really fed on either the Aurelia, or I'm sure he's played Urgot a couple times or one time. So the Tanzo is one of their key factors, or win condition. That's the words. Sindelian as well. I've noticed Sindelian is also another one of their win conditions they really like to play through if he's doing well.
Yeah, and looking on the other side though, Dax being the dominant force for Skizm. It's a top versus top, so you see who's gonna try to play that. Ooh, Biden
nice
miss.
Stun. The stun landed. No one helped. I think the one thing that's going to hurt Recon 5, and other teams might find this out, is they don't play tanks, right? Moody wants to play a carry. Either it's Nidalee, you see the Kindred now, the Graves, and then Tanzo's the same way. He wants to play a carry. So I think if... Oh, Moody lost the Gromp aggro. Oh, this is going to be really bad. Moody's in a lot of trouble. They're going in. Jackie is here, and that's going to be first blood going over to NK on this Taric. Moody just not having a good time whatsoever.
The start of this game just not looking so great for Recon 5 right now. You had that early engage in the top side onto Dax. They tried to get the kill. 4 flashes were burned, and then Cool making the wise decision, stealing the red buff away from Moody, not allowing anything to happen. But what is happening?
Paradox gets the kill on drops. They could steal the dragon with this, but they're going to continue to fight it out. The heal is going to be used by Paradox. Jerky's going to use the rocket for it, but he might just go down. The dragon's helping, and that's going to be a double kill for Paradox. Looks like NK is going to be the next target. Moody is here, though, and here comes Rue. He's going to be able to get a kill. Flash over from Cools. Can he get a kill? Yes, Paradox will go down. He has a distortion. If you see it, he dodges the charm with it, but if we see Rue is level 6, has that spear rush to follow up. The Ignite's going to go down. We're going to see Flash forward from Moody, who is the real one. They're going to find him. Moody's going to get a kill, and Recon 5, just like that, turn it around.
Honestly, I was looking straight at it, but didn't realize that was 2 different members of 2 different team or either team. So I was looking and I was like, "Oh, Skizm's doing the dragon. All right, I'll keep on talking." And then you started getting hyped, and I was like, "Why is he getting? Wait a minute!" And it's like, "Oh, it's Lucian and Paradox and Scrim are sitting in the dragon there, but now another fight."
Yeah, drops. He just comes in and steals the Scuttle Crab. Moody has red buff, so it's going to slow him down. Tanzo is level 6 for the World Ender if needed. Rue's coming over. He's going to flash. He doesn't land a charm. Is it going to be enough? No. Tanzo, he actually dashed to the wall. World Ender is going to be popping for the extra boost of speed, but he's not going to be able to catch up. And that's going to be drops getting out of there with the Scuttle Crab, too.
That's another drops using his flash. Rue now losing his flash as well. And Rue's been playing actually pretty well. Probably tried to predict where Jarvan was going to go. Wasn't able to pick it up for himself, but still, he has been looking pretty good against this LeBlanc, who was able to start with a red buff. Now he has higher CS. Ooh, nice buy by Scrim.
Yeah, Paradox, he is going to dash forward. He's not going to be stunned up. I couldn't see what was happening. But they get a lot of damage on Jerky.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Tanzo, he's going in. Dax is super low. He does drop the Storm Ball on top of him. I like to call it the Storm Ball, but
Storm
he drops
Ball.
it's a Storm Ball. He drops the Chaos Storm. But in the mid lane, though, we see Cool. He gets the chains down. Doesn't go back to the charm. That was a good prediction by Rue, though. He threw the charm at the distortion, thinking he'll panic and just go back to where he originally was.
Yeah,
Not something you see a lot.
Drops is sitting himself down in the bot lane. We've seen this so many times before. The Jarvan just sitting down in the bot lane, and
It's a red side Jarvan thing. Come on, it has to be.
There's something that we're missing here. Maybe you and I just aren't realizing it, and all these teams and players are laughing at us, that this Jarvan bot lane sitting down there for 30 minutes or something is just the old natural way to play that champion.
Maybe it's it throws off the enemy team. They think their jungler is somewhere else, but he sits there for so long they don't know how to predict his pathing anymore.
Yeah, you never know.
What did I say?
And well, he's doing it again. Drops just sitting there.
He is. He's waiting for it. Oh my gosh. They're looking for a lane gank. He is level 6 though, so he has the Cataclysm if needed.
And Moody is nearby. That is another key factor here. Moody is nearby. NK does not have his ultimate.
There they go. Flash forward. And that's not going to be enough. Scrim. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. Doesn't even need the Cataclysm. Now he's going to go up. Paradox already dashed. There's going to be rocketed up forward from Jerky. And Paradox, he is going to go down. Yes, he will. But now we're going to see drops. He's super low, but here comes the ultimate. NK is going to keep everyone alive at the moment. Moody's going to be stunned up. He is. Can they get another kill into him? That could be 3. No, it's not. Moody's going to have to back away from the target. And the lane gank worked.
Yeah, lane game worked for them. And, you know, I was kind of surprised there. I couldn't tell. But did Moody not get his ultimate until he walked into the lane and so was not able to use it? And I feel like he was just out of range, so he decided to hold on to it. But there was a really high chance that Moody was able to walk on over and save Paradox with his ult. But I'm not sure if he was in range there or even if he was level 6 yet.
Yeah, I don't think he was. I don't think he was in range for it. Because Paradox died before he got into the lane. Alright, Moody able to get his red buff this time. Grim is here. Gonna land a nice binding. We're gonna see the cleanse gonna be used. And it looks like Rue is going for it. Spear Ball's there. Cool. He's not gonna be able to get it. The Ignite's gonna take him down. And Rue gives himself another kill.
Yeah, and with Tanzo making this top laner Dax just kind of at a stalemate, nothing really happening until he decides that he's going to go in and deal a lot of damage.
Half health. The taunt.
They're letting Rue get stronger here. Scrim making his way to mid, getting themselves a kill onto Cool and just getting him further and further ahead. And you know, when Ari gets ahead, she can do so much for her team, especially with that Glacial Augment.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again. A fed Ari in the games. Just utterly unstoppable. Especially as demonstrated by your nurse in one of the weeks. But here we go. Dropsy's mid lane. Charm does land. Is it going to be enough to break the chain? No. The second chain does come out, but a little too early. The stopwatch could be able to save Rue for the moment. No Cataclysm is available. Excuse me. Did not jump on it, though. I'm surprised. But like I was saying, we saw your nurse in 1 week, and we've seen it on Tilted as well, that the Ari is just uncontrollable once she gets ahead.
Yeah. And you can't count out Skizm's bot lane right now. They're doing really well. And
man.
MKDA, what are you doing?
He's caught out. He was looking for wards. Cool, he's waiting on the side. And if you look mid as well, Rue has a 30 CS lead. Oh, misses the change. Trying to get distortion. Nice binding lance. Paradox comes in with the calling. Can he get the flash? Is going to be used. It's not going to be enough. One more auto. And Cool's able to find both the clone and the correct LeBlanc. Cool goes down as well.
Yeah, Paradox had so much damage he was able to kill both of them.
Oh my god. The world ender by Tanzo forces the flash out of Dex. Can he get away? No. The cast storm's going to be used. He's going to be really low. Is he going to be able to turn it around? It doesn't look like it. Tanzo could have to dash away. He's looking for the infernal chains. Can Dax catch him, though? One laser is going to be enough. Tanzo charging up the better Riven Q. And it looks like Recon 5, they're going to be able to get the first tower. It looks like Jerky's going to jump in, though. Paradox taking a lot of damage. You got to be careful of that charge. They're carefully used, but Moody jumped out, but there's a Lamb's Spite. Both ultimates are saving each other. Ult for ult. And it's going to be enough. Cool's going to be here. Moody and Scrim both flash over the wall. The Ignites can be used. Can Scrim stay alive? Yes, he will. Barely, though.
Yeah, and
Rue, he gets a charm down. He's just playing around. Respect out of these top laners.
Yeah.
A respect for each other. Well played, you too.
Yeah, looks like Tanzo had to clench that one a little bit. He got a little nervous, but, well, a lot of respect between these top laners. They know how each other play and how good they are, so... And
both very skilled.
This is the matchup that we wanted to see out of these two teams. The series is definitely one we wanted to watch, but out of the players, Dax and Tanzo, two of the best top laners in this league.
Yeah, definitely two highlighted players that I was looking forward to seeing. Dax coming in the second week, and just giving Skizm hope. And now he's able to play against Tanzo, who is, like you said, one of the best the other best top laner in the league right now. And again, one of the main reasons Recon 5 are able to win a lot of their matches. And there's no kills up there either. And we haven't seen any, well, except for that early 3-man gank on the Tanzo. No one else has been up there. It's kind of just been like it's just been a duel the entire time.
Yeah, nothing much. But now Rue is able to pick up the first turret of the game for R5, and this is definitely going to open up the map, give more an advantage for Recon. And with an Ahri being able to roam, that is big.
Oh, no.
Now jungle, what's going on there?
Moody seen by a pink ward. He might be in a lot of trouble. He's going to try to fight drops on his own. Rue's here. He's waiting for his time. There's Dax. The charm comes out, but it's going to hit one of the baby Krogs. Can Rue have the damage? Spirit Ball's going up, but he has no vision right now. Tanzo is over there. He's going to use the Infernal Chains. It's going to miss everybody, but Dax might be a little bit trouble. There comes the Flag Drag. Cataclysm to come in. It's 1-for-1 at the moment. Both die at the exact same time. Now Moody is under tower. Lamb's Spy is not available. He's taking a couple tower shots. There's a Spirit Ball come out. Now it's Rue's turn to take a tower shot. Who's going to get it? There's the Flag Drag, and Moody's going to go down. Cool's able to pick that one up. The chain is going to be dodged by the Spirit Rush. And that's going to be a 2-for-1 in favor of Skizm.
Not exactly exactly sure what they were trying to do there. Rue did get flash over and almost get the charm, but because that missed, I felt like they wanted to back off. They were in the lack of vision. They had Cool walking up already. They already took so much damage, and Tanzo didn't have World Ender. And when Tanzo doesn't have that World Ender, he's not able to do much against a Victor Jarvan, who have a lot more damage when it comes to 1v2.
Yeah, it was quite interesting, and that tower dive seemed even more odd. I mean, they had to know that Cool was coming up, and they weren't killing drops very fast at all.
Yeah, he's pretty tanky at this point. There's not too much that you can really do to get more damage on a drop. So you have more players.
Oh no, Scrim! He gets knocked away. Doesn't have the flash. It looks like it's gonna be a nice kill. Who's gonna take it? It's gonna go over to Jerky.
And Jerky we haven't seen before. Jerky's the new player for Skizm and playing really well, I gotta say.
Hanzo, he's got a lot of damage. Well, damage is gonna be popped. He's under tower. The Infernal Chain's gonna pull him back, and that's gonna be a solo killer. Will it? Dax is able to pop the World Ender. Tanzo might be in a lot of trouble right now. Oh, he gets one. He's looking for the second. He needs one more. He's not able to get. He's so low, but here comes Rue. The reinforcements have arrived. The GOP is gonna be popped, and the Spirit Ball is gonna pick up the kill after the Chaos Storm was dropped. Oh, what a duel in the top lane. Both top laners not able to kill each other ever.
That's not what I expected out of that fight. I thought Tanzo was going to be able to kill him right there, but it got super close. Dax got hungry for the kill, and R5 making the wise call, having Rue make his way up. And because R5 got that first mid lane turret, we just talked about it earlier, there's so much more potential for Rue to roam around this map and take control with the amount of kills that he has in pressure, that kind of situation that is something that Skizm needs to know and kind of worry about, because that mid lane turret has been taken down.
Yeah, and if you look at CS in the mid lane, Rue is 50 CS above Cool at the moment. So not only has he been roaming a lot more and more effectively, he's also still has the CS advantage, but oh, it almost looks like they found a target. Rue and Paradox sitting in the bush.
I'm not too sure what they were looking for there. I think did Ahri have her charm there?
I don't know, but they do get the dragon. Cool to go over the wall looking for Scrim. He might be able to find him. Scrim's going to look for a binding. It's going to land, but the cleanse is already going to be used. Flashes all around. Don't know why Scrim flashed after that, but...
Yeah, I think Scrim was trying to follow up with the ultimate, but it doesn't make sense. You still have, or Cool might have his distortion and or flash. So, but now Moody is going to drop that Rift Herald for them on the bot side of the map. Tanzo is there, and Rue is going to set himself up against Dax, and Dax is not going to be able to push up against that, so this is going to go in the favor of R5. Tanzo making his way on over. Ooh, nice knock up there, but doesn't look like they're going to get anything. I got to give it to Scrim for these past couple of fights. There have been really nice binds from him.
Yeah. And look, Cool's going to the backside. He's looking for Moody, but he doesn't have the damage to chunk him down yet. The Flag Dragon's going to come in. There's the Cataclysm, but the Lambert Spine's going to be dropped. 3-4 members. The knockout of the Lambert Spine's going to be enough. But Moody flash over the wall, able to get the kill. Drops. Cool's trying to chase after him. Jerky's super low. The heal is going to be enough. He rocket jumps away. He's able to save himself for the moment. Tanzo just needs one chains. He gets one sword smack. And that's going to be killed. Paradox going to use his heal. Cool Should be on that backside. He's going to come up. He's looking for Scrim and Moody. No, Lamb's just bite right now. Dark Binding's going to be thrown. Cool has to back away. Dax, he actually TP. Now he didn't TP and he's walking, and Scrim's going to use that stopwatch to save himself for now. Cool is there. Can he be taken out? He doesn't get away from the distortion, but that's going to be another 1-for-1 as this fight continues to go down. Dax, he's still pressing forward. Paradox is out of mana. The Chaos Storm's going to be dropped. He flashed forward. He's going to be looking for Paradox. He gets one. Can he get more? It looks like Moody's in a lot of trouble. He's trying to get as much life back as he can, and it's not going to happen. Dax, can he be taken out? Finally, he will. Now only NK is remains. Tanzo looking to find him out. He doesn't get hit by the stun. He's low on mana. Flashes forward. He gets a knockup. He has Yomu's Ghostblade chases out there. You let you who's going to be proc. But here we go. We got Drops coming in. He's able to get him, but it's not enough. Tanzo's still going to get another kill. Now he's looking to fight Drops. He says no other members from Skizm showing up. And that is 3 for 5, I believe. It was an unofficial ace, but that was a 3 for 5.
That fight definitely was a lot longer than we expected. It was over the course of a couple minutes. But you know, Rue on the top side there by himself, but Tanzo could be caught out here.
Yeah, double chance gonna come out, but Rue, he's gonna go in. He does have the charm. Is it gonna land? And he's waiting for his target. He's gonna Spirit Rush over the wall. He's looking for one more. He's able to get the auto, but it's not enough. Redemption gonna come down and save. Cool for the more. Rocket jump forward though from Jerky. What is he doing? Charm is gonna miss though. And we might be looking for more. Tanzo making his way up, and everyone's gonna be able to get out with their life. If that bind hit or the charm, that would have been a death on Jerky.
Jerky getting a little too confident there, trying to jump over the wall. I mean, maybe a little scared for him, but after the fight, R5 able to pick up a turret for themselves. Rue did push out the top lane turret a fair amount, and now Dax does come back over to back to the top side to push it out. Paradox may look for something on Jerky, but it is in a bad position where they could get pinched by Dax. They know he was just up there, and so R5 gonna reset, get some gold for themselves, get the items, and have Tanzo on the opposite side of the map because they do have teleport. And I'm surprised Dax hasn't made his way down to the bot lane yet to protect that against Tanzo, because they do have the teleport exchange from each other. So Tanzo teleport, Dax teleport. You definitely need Dax up against Tanzo right now, or Tanzo's just gonna keep on pushing.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Tanzo's known for, is to keep pushing there. TP is coming in. Tanzo, he's looking just to end the tower, but he might end his life, though. The Warlord's going to pop. He's still going to get the tower. And Tanzo, all he can try to do is run. He's going to use his homos, but it's not going to be enough. And a big misplay coming out of Tanzo right now.
I don't think that's exactly what
might have more. Paradox, he's going forward, looking for Drops. Doesn't look like Drops is going to initiate on him. Tanzo admitting he's trolling Rue. He gets the charm down. Spirit Rush is going to be used. There's the charm. He did throw the GLP out of there. He's going to use the second Spirit Rush. Or the final Spirit Rush, excuse me. And that gets the cleanse off of Cool at least.
Yeah, and Cool playing it very wisely by taking this cleanse. It has saved him many times in this game already. There's a couple of times where probably he would have had 3 or 4 more deaths. Dragon is coming up very soon. R5 definitely are in the position to grab it for themselves. And now you can think about something right here, is the teleports are in the favor of R5. Tanzo has to teleport for himself. He did die there, but Dax had to use the teleport to try to save the turret. So if they want to look for a Baron soon, they can.
And a binding comes out. The charm is there. They're going to pull NK back. Can they kill him in time? No. Tanzo did throw down. Friend Chance is going to pull NK back. He finally will fall. Took him a while, but Tanzo is going to be able to secure himself a kill. And they're going to get this Infernal Drake. Second one for Recon 5. Doesn't look like anyone from Skizm is going to spawn either.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do there. 2 Infernals, 2 Wind Drakes for R5. Definitely going to be very helpful. And now R5, because they have Rue being their carry at the very moment, 5-0-2. Tanzo still doing a lot of damage for them. And honestly, you got 4 carries right now. You got 4 carries on your team, plus you have a support who can protect you from at least one person from crowd control.
Oh, Rue found one. There's a Dark Binding, and that could be a kill, but he's going to use a stopwatch for himself. Moody actually came over the wall, going to find to end this, and that's going to be a kill. Moody's going to be able to take it, and they're going to go back to Baron. Tanzo actually came over the wall. They stopped the Baron. They found a kill. They might try to push. Cool. Could look for a pick here. Paradox, Tanzo, and Rue are all pretty low. Dark Binding's going to go out. It's going to miss. And he's going to go in. He's looking for the damage. Dax is here. Paradox super low now. The charm is going to land for Rue, though. This could be enough. Is it? Yes. Well, there's going to be pop. They're going to be able to kill Dax. Tanzo is going to be taken back. He has a second partial life coming up, and they're able to get 2 kills for nothing at the moment. Dark Binding hits a creep. Looked like it would have been on target for Jerky. Recon 5, they're going to disengage this. They get 2 free kills. Wait a minute. Cool. He's looking. He's going to be able to find one. Scrim could be in a lot of trouble, and there's the damage coming up. Charm does land by Rue. He is a god, but he has no mana to follow up, and the Spirit Rush is not available.
I'm a little confused there. Scrim was sitting on a control board. You can see that.
Yeah, maybe he instantly started buying? I don't know. Oh, wait, they might be looking for Tanzo in the bot lane. Drops, has the Cataclysm. He's going to flag jack forward. There it is. Cataclysm's going to pull him in, but he's under tower. Infernal Chains pulls him back. It's Drops is going to die. The gank has gone bad. Now Jerky's going to go forward. Cool, he flashes in, but he can't get him. Yes! And he actually falls. He's executed by the tower. Tanzo did no damage to him. Moody, he's not able to pick up any other kills onto Jerky. Jerky kept himself alive, actually. And he's going to stay in the lane. He has the land respite, but he has to be careful. And they're going to rocket jump forward. The taunt doesn't land, but he's ignited up. And we're going to see the ultimate come out. Jerky, he's staying alive for the moment, but Shutdown's going to go on to Moody. Now Rue, he Spirit Rushes out. Now he's going to go back in. He has the Dark Shield on him. And is it going to be enough? He needs one more. The Charm is almost there. He's looking for the Spirit Ball. He might just look for Jerky. Flashes forward, but it doesn't matter. Paradox is here on the backside. They get Jerky's flash off, and now NK's the only one left. He doesn't get the stun off, and he's going to fall. Who's going to be able to get the kill? Rue now dominating 6-0-5 on this Ahri.
Skizm here was looking good in the early half of this game, and now just falling
apart.
apart.
Oh, TP! Tanzo TP to the backside. They're looking for Dax. The Dark Binding's not going to land, but they're still going to chase him down. They're going for him. Tanzo wants this. He has the Yoma's Ghostblade popped. He's going to look for the Infernal Chains. He does pop the World Ender. They're going to see the field come out. That's going to force the flash off of Dax, and they might just go for Baron off of this. Maybe, yes. The Baron is going to be started. Moody's on his way up.
You got some time to take down that Baron. You still have Jerky and NKDA making their way back from the death timers, and Rue can sit on the opposite side and possibly get a pick onto someone here. Drops is on the top with Dax right now. Dax can deal some extra damage.
There's a lot of damage. Yeah, Moody's there. Scrim, he throws out Dark Binding. You see the calling come out. Dax might be in a lot of trouble, and he gets taken out. The Chaos Storm almost killing Paradox, though, and they're going to have to disengage this Baron. But here everyone else comes in. The rest of Skizm is going to make their way. The Binding lands on the Cool. He walks back into it. Jarvis is going to follow up. The Distortion is not going to be enough to dodge it, but that means there's no offensive Distortion to come out unless he uses the ultimate. And Rue going to get himself the blue buff, and they get themselves a kill. But wait, Cool, he's after him. They're going to go for it. He looks for him, and he gets the stun. Does he have the damage to take him down? Cool has to just go back. But here comes Drops. He has a flag drag over the wall. Does he have the damage? Yes, the Cataclysm is going to come through. But that's going to cost him his life. Tanzo, he has the damage. Almost getting the kill on the Cool as well. And what is happening in this game?
I don't know. I'm so confused what's going on. Drops playing super aggressive there, and yeah, he does pick up a kill, but now that your jungler's down, you don't have priority over these objectives, and yeah, you did get the enemy jungle, but at the same time, because of how far ahead Rue, Paradox, and Tanzo are, it does not matter. You cannot fight them whatsoever, and at some point in this game, there will be an advantage for Skizm, because when a LeBlanc and a Tristana start getting stronger, and then you also have the Victor getting stronger, you will be able to do something. But that is a 6-0-6 mid laner from R5 right now, and that is something you have to be careful about. And Dragon is coming up very soon, but at the same time, every single time there's an opportunity, R5 is going to look for that Dragon and see what they can do next. Rue is in the brush with Tanzo, but they don't want to be careful. They don't want to get themselves picked out here, and Rue does have a lot of damage and possible disengage, but at the same time, you gotta think, Skizm still have a chance with that LeBlanc.
Yeah, and actually, if you look at the gold graph, Dax and Jerky are ahead of their opposing laners. Only Rue has a huge advantage of 3,000 gold right now. And then also the other advantage is on Moody at 2,000 gold. So their 5,000 gold lead is based on the jungler and the mid lane at this moment. So Tanzo and Paradox aren't even ahead. They're even, or behind if you want to get technical about it. It's Rue who's so far ahead and just doing so much work, especially with the charms. I mean, he has been so good at landing them, even on timing against the distortion return. And then you can't forget Scrim with those dark bindings. He's landed so many good ones.
Yeah, that is
Cool's on the backside. He looked like he was going to try to come up behind him, but Tanzo, he finished his tower off this time. Board Ender's going to be popped. Does he have reinforcements? It looks like they're coming in. The redemption is going to be there. Dax still pushing forward. And this is the Frozen Gauntlet Victor. Not something I thought we would see today. Well, I mean, maybe, but I thought that build was gutted.
Yeah, it wasn't really gutted. They did take a couple of changes to Victor to nerf him, but at the same time, you know, maybe he's more comfortable on it. Maybe it's something that can really help him when you are going up against a Ahri to try to kite away, or even the Lucian is chasing you down. So, Iceborne Gauntlet, definitely not the worst buy for Dax here, but if he's looking for more damage, he's got to wait about 2 or 3 more items to even come up with what damage Tanzo and Rue is pulling out right now.
He does have the perfect hex core, which is one of the best items in the game. 150 AP, 375 mana, it's so good. But he's looking for Tanzo. Tanzo just gonna run away.
Yeah, and you do still see the teleport difference. There's a reason why R5 is not pulling this trigger. They know that Dax has teleport. He does have priority in the lane right now, and Tanzo doesn't have teleport. So all they can do right now is hold for vision control. And one thing that I'm nervous about for R5, we saw this yesterday in one of the matches, is that when the other team was ahead, they started to just kind of dance around the Baron and not decide to actually go for it or whatnot, and they got him in a bad spot. But now,
Jerky, he's caught out. Paradox, everyone's in there. Moody's gonna secure that kill. Jerky walking in with no vision, still hasn't swapped over to the blue trinket yet either. And now it's Baron gonna be started up by Recon 5. Drops and is making his way there, as well as NK. Cool is kind of be held in the mid lane by Tanzo at the moment. They're not taking this very fast drops. He could go in. Rue is on the other side of the Baron pit, though. They have vision. The Dark Binding is going to land on NK. Tanzo is on the backside. Rue's going to go over there as well. They're going to drop the ultimate down. They're going to keep those 3 alive for the moment. But we see NK flash over the wall into the red pit. Who's going to be able to take this buff? Perry's going to be taken by the red team. Skizm has it. He's going to cataclysm forward. Drops is going to be taken out. But Tanzo, he's in the backside looking for the fight. The World Ender is popped. Can he get out of his life? He is going to use the blast cone. Luckily, that black shield wasn't on him at first. Otherwise, he would have been able to go forward. Now, Moody, he's chasing down Dax. He does a little bit of damage, but the Lambert side is going to have to be dropped. And Dax is going to flash away to get out of that charm. Rue might still go forward. Dark Binding is going to be a little short. Paradox, he was walking forward. Has to be careful. But Skizm stole Baron.
Yeah, it gives him now, with that Baron, are able to defend against R5, and R5 making the mistake. It didn't look like Moody had his smite, or even he smited the Jarvan instead. I don't think he meant to do that. Well, yeah, he did mean to do that, but I think Moody smited the Jarvan there instead of the Baron, which then allowed for drops to take it for himself. Skizm now have about 4 members maybe, with the Baron buff. A lot easier to defend, and now could make an opportunity for them if they do get a couple of kills in a fight here.
Yeah, this is not going well. Well, it is, but it isn't. It's not going real well for Recon 5. They're having a little bit harder time figuring out what they want to do. Once they got all 6 of these lane towers down, they haven't really done much. They've been kind of rotating around the map, the Baron fights, and they've been trying to pick someone off. But it doesn't seem to be working out for them at the moment.
Yeah, now next dragon is going to be coming up. This will be possibly the 6th dragon for R5.
Another binding. They're going forward for NK. He's automatically going to ult himself. He gets pulled back by the infernal chains. Are they going to look for more? The calling is there. The binding is going to go a little short. Paradox needs to be careful. Meanwhile, top lane Rue's after Dax. And we're going to see Zonius for Zonius. He doesn't have Spirit Rusher. Does he? No, and he's going to be taken down. Shut down. That's a huge amount of gold going over to Skizm.
That's not good at all for Skizm there, and you got 1,000 gold going over to Dax on the Victor, something that can get back into this game and be a huge target for R5, and something they have to be careful about now, because he's got his Zonias, he's got the Void Staff, he's got 1 item left, he's almost full build, and Dax is on fire.
Yeah, but we see Skizm, they're making their way to the dragon, they're going to contest this. They might just give it up. It is an Ocean Drake. Doesn't look like anything's going to happen. Moody might try the steal just as his counterpart did for the Baron. They might just go forward for Paradox, or for Dax. Paradox goes forward, uses the Blade of the Rune King, but the dragon is taken. Now they have to disengage as the rest of Skizm is making their way up. Their main damage dealer at the moment, and Rue is still down for another second. Now he's back up. Ooh, he's trying to get in there. The Dark Binding's going to land. He kind of messed up his distortion. And it looks like Recon's going to forward. Cool's going to flash. The Paradox going to flash away. And now here's the fight. Jerky, he has to get out of the rocket up. Drops on his backside. 3-man Cataclysm though. Do they have the damage? Their Lamb's Respite is going to be used to keep everyone alive for the moment. This stun's only going to land on one. And here comes the rest of the damage. Moody's on at the back. Rue's going to get a kill. That's going to be 2 for Recon 5. That's going to be 3 for Recon 5. Jerky's next. That's going to be 4 kills for Recon 5. And only drops it alive with a sliver of health. What a fight coming out of Recon 5.
Oh my goodness, Recon 5. They knew that NKDA doesn't have his ult. They popped it up earlier. They know the cooldown of it, so they went for a fight. They know Moody has his, and it did keep the rest of Skizm alive. But if you think about it, if NKDA had that ultimate up for their team, they could have turned that fight around, but very well played there by Recon 5, being able to now pick up 4 kills and
they're ending it.
Possibly the first game.
They're looking to end it. It drops. He's gonna get a kill on one. He's looking for the other, but he's charged up and he's gonna go down. That's gonna be an ace. They got 2 inhibs and they got 1 Nexus Tower. They're gonna have to look for 1 more and get the kill. Cool is up. NK is up. 4 seconds on Jerky. 4 seconds on Dax. Do they have what it takes? Cool's gonna win, but no, it's not gonna be enough. Recon 5 take game 1.
Wow, what a game between these two teams. And you know, for the earlier part of this game, it looked really good for Skizm. There was a couple mistakes from R5, especially towards the top side. They tried to get that pick on the Dax. 4 people using their flashes. Then Drops had an opportunity to freely gank, which I believe he did successfully gank one of the lanes. And then over the course of the game, R5 just turned it all around. And it was a very close game. Even though you look at the dragons, you look at the kills, you look at the gold, it was a very close game just until that last fight. But very well done by R5. Great game.
Yeah, Recon 5, congrats. They took that one for sure. I mean, it did look sketchy. It looked like Skizm was going to make the comeback. They were getting the kills they wanted, and they're finding pickoffs. Dax and Cool, and especially the hypercarry Jerky on that Tristana were starting to come online. But Recon 5 having the superior team fight mechanically as a team, they were able to win that. And like you said, NK without the ultimate on for that fight, using it to save himself, that cost them big time.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely something that they need to take into account when they go into the next matchup if they do decide to grab something like that, which is a key part of their composition. And I'm not sure if we even have to go into intermission. I think there's a chance that we might get right into game 2. Am I right about that or no? We have a couple. Well, let's take a little break. Let's take a little intermission here.
I'll say I don't have any words of it, so.
Well, we'll take a little bit of intermission. We'll be right back. And, yeah, stay tuned for game 2.
It was exciting. There's so much action. Oh my god, there was fights after fights, and it was really good. And it wasn't completely one-sided for the most part. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. Right? Recon 5 were winning the team fights, and they were getting a lot of good picks. But Skizm were showing up. They were really putting up a good fight overall. And, they weren't just falling over in place as we see some teams do against these stronger competitors such as Recon 5 and Fruition. So it definitely was nice to see that. But I mean, most of us probably thought that Recon 5 was going to take this series. They're showing us that they still can. Even with Moody getting his red buff stolen, even with him getting the Baron stolen, losing 4 flashes for Recon 5, doesn't matter. They're still able to take it. So I'm excited for the second match if it's going to be like this.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to get into Game 2 here. I think we're going to get in very shortly. The teams are ready to go, but maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. But yeah, back into Game 1. It really seemed like Skizm was favored early on in that game and then was slowly just falling apart. There was a couple of moments where R5 made mistakes, but then over the course of the game was able to turn that around and pick up Game 1.
Yeah, Recon 5 showing back up. I mean, that early game was so rough for Recon 5. It had to be. I mean, 4 flashes just to try to and an ignite to try to get the kill. Then Moody losing his red buff, still level 1. Like, I don't know anything any worse of a start. I think any other team would have just crumbled under that. Like, they would have been instantly just discouraged.
Yeah, for sure. And now we got the pick and ban phase for Game 2. You have Riven and Rek'Sai being banned out. You know for a fact Skizm has to ban out this Riven against Tanzo. Rek'Sai, normal basic ban. And Skizm, once again, is going to go for that that start ban. The Riven and the Nidalee, just basic bans for Moody and Tanzo.
I mean, you have to get rid of the strongest champions they play. Like we've said and we've noted many, many times. While Nidalee, not necessarily your meta champion, they're very good in the hands of Moody.
Yeah, it can definitely be something that Skizm always has to worry about, or any team for that matter, and Recon 5 being the number 2 team in this league, definitely a threat you have to worry about. Skizm popping up the Teemo once again. I don't know why they want to ban it out, but something interesting, they do decide to fully go with the Morgana ban here. We saw Morgana be a pretty dominant force last game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Scrim was looking good on Morgana that game.
Yeah, I mean, he landed so many good bindings. He called out cool on the LeBlanc so many times. A champion known to just be able to dodge everything you throw at him or throw at her. But the Hecarim was left open. Dax is gonna take it.
Yeah, we gotta see what Recon 5 and Tanzo want to try to go up against that with, but Hecarim being that dominant force, and you know what? Skizm could also flex this into the jungle. They still have an opportunity. Like now you see the Camille being picked up. Camille is going to probably go on to Tanzo here. If they feel more comfortable with having Hecarim in the jungle, then they can decide, you know what, we'll move him there and pick out something else going up against Camille. And hey, you never know because now Gangplank's being shown, Rengar's being shown. We'll see what exactly they're going to follow up on. Galio, definitely a good pick for them. If they do grab it, Scrim would be a dominant force with the Galio, and Galio is going to be locked in for them. And, like I said, Skizm, if they don't decide to have Hecarim in the top lane, they could have another top laner who can go up against Camille. Talia is being shown. Something that we've seen many times before by these players, Talia is a pretty dominant mid laner in the Champions League, and definitely something Recon 5 has to worry about.
Yeah. And the one thing that Recon 5 needs to be careful of, well, I guess the Alistar is locked in. I was going to say for the Galio, what we've seen a lot of is whenever you pick Galio and you play against a ranged support, it hurts you a lot. Yeah, you have the Winds of War, but that's about it. You don't really have much harass outside of that. And the Alistar is shown, and I think the Alistar matchup is okay into the Galio. If he tries to go in for the headbutt pulverize, you insta taunt, and you can save your bot laner fairly easily. But it's gonna be Xayah. We haven't seen a lot of Xayah, have we?
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of Xayah, but there is a chance because they had Xayah grabbed. Um, well, actually, never mind. I just realized. Okay, Alistar is going to be the one be their support, so there's no chance for Recon here. But Alistar definitely a good pick against the Galio, and I'm not sure what kind of combo they really wanted with the Xayah Alistar. Something that I'm not really fond of. I would have liked Skizm to grab maybe the Kaisa for themselves, or maybe even a Caitlyn with that Alistar, but definitely something that could be a comfort pick. It does seem like Skizm and Recon 5 have a lot of players who go for those comfort picks. Zilean going to be banned out. Was shown yesterday to be a pretty dominant mid laner and also pretty annoying when it comes to team fights, reviving at least one person in the team. Ari now is going to be the next person banned out for Skizm Esports. And, Ari, after that last game, you need to take it away.
Yeah, Rue was so strong on that champion. So strong on that champion. It was unrealistic. But I mean, what that brings up the question: what is he gonna take mid now? Because if that's his play style, the AP assassins or just assassins in general, what does he take mid? Because LeBlanc would be the same kind of. LeBlanc would be the same thing. Is generally what most people think about when you look at what is your counterpart play Ari. Could be a Fizz if they wanted to, I guess. Talia would work. Talia's really bursty. She has a lot of burst potential. Going to be locked in.
Yeah, and now have Aurelia, Orianna being taken away. Two very good and strong champions in the hands of one of these players. Jarvan now going to be grabbed for them, and it is going to be a Hecarim top lane. You have Jarvan now going to be placed in the jungle for Skizm, and, we talked about it. Hecarim could be flexed, but at the same time, still definitely something that Dax is pretty confident in. And up against the Camille, maybe Dax feels like he can take on Tanzo's Camille and do very well. Camille has not the greatest level 3 and not the greatest early game, so definitely something that he could take advantage of, but you still have to be scared. You got a Jax in the jungle.
Yeah, that's not something we see a lot of either. No, it's Camille in the jungle.
It could be Camille. Yeah, I just thought about that. You don't see it very often anymore, but Geiken, your thoughts on them deciding to go Camille jungle with Jax top?
I like it. The Camille jungle's so strong. It's kind of the same as a Jarvan, and just how aggressive you could be early on, right? Because the Camille, you could come out of nowhere. You could come over walls. That's kind of one thing Jarvan really can't do because his kit relies on him landing the flag and drag, so you have to make sure you have the lineup. Camille, you can just come over the wall, so you don't necessarily have to be in the bush. You can avoid the vision that way as well. So the Camille in the jungle is really good. I saw it a lot out of Recon 5 and the other teams in a different league where Camille was a priority jungle. And like you said, we haven't seen it in such a long time. It kind of fell out of favor. But I think it will serve Recon 5 for what they need. Right, you have the Hextech Ultimatum, which is somewhat similar to the Cataclysm, except it will definitely lock one person down. And then you have the Galio with the Heroic Entrance to follow up for the Wombo, and then you have the rest of your damage coming in from the Talia, the Kaisa, and Jax if he decides to join.
Yeah, for sure. And that Nico pick in the mid lane is definitely interesting. I would usually see it more of the on-hit build. I know on-hit has fallen off pretty hard recently, and there's not much to it. But, if Nico can get ahead in the middle part of this game and also build the right build, I've seen it many times before with that Nico where it happens to be a pretty dominant force going into the early stages of the game. But then when it moves on more to the mid game, if they build incorrectly, there's not much that she can really do to follow up with, because if you think about it, a lot of her damage comes from that Q landing, and if you don't have a snared down target or someone who's going to be able to take all 3 ticks of that Q, you're going to use or lose that damage, and there's going to be a lack of it, especially when you're against Talia, who is definitely focused on that bursting style of AP.
Yeah, the Tangle Barbs, if Coogan lands some good Tangle Barbs, followed up by Blooming Burst. He should be able to poke out Rue fairly well. But again, we have a Jarvan for the side of Skizm, so drops. He should be coming in looking for these level 2 ganks, but he's also got to watch out for Moody on the Camille, also looking for that level 2 gank. So it really is going to be a question of who is going to be more aggressive this game as far as ganking goes.
Yeah, that is very true. And, with the bans that we have already, Skizm Esports has really focused down on the comfort picks. Definitely something that we saw, and maybe something that Skizm wasn't really expecting was that Ahri with Rue in the mid lane. Because Rue is a newer player to this league, it's definitely something we haven't really seen, or a player we haven't seen much of. And so if you're thinking as a Skizm player or even a coach, you're not really fully, you don't have all the knowledge to go against Rue and what specifically he's good at or comfortable with. And with Rue grabbing that Ahri for himself and then dominating on it, definitely something you got to ban out. And Recon 5, they can't get the Nidalee Riven anymore. They can't.
Maybe. I mean, Nidalee was banned by Skizm. It hasn't been banned by anyone else yet. Maybe no one else will ban it. Maybe they don't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the other teams have finally realized that it is a threat, and they're going to get rid of it in any chance they get. But none of that matters. We are getting ready to get into Game 2. The spectator delay is done very, very fast, and I love it. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2, Skizm Esports on the blue side. Dax going to be on that headless Hecarim in the top lane. We got drops on the Jarvan in the jungle. Cool, it's going to be on the Nico in the mid lane. And Jerky and NK on that Xayah Alistar in the bot side. But on the red side of the map is Recon 5 with Tanzo on that Jackson in the top lane. Moody is going to be on that Camille in the jungle. We are going to see Rue on the Talia in the mid lane. And Paradox and Scrim on that Kaisa Galio in the bot side.
Now we're just making sure here that everything is running smoothly here on our side, and so that it is running smoothly for all of you watching the games here. This is going to be Game 2 of this series, Recon 5 versus Skizm Esports. Recon 5 took Game 1, but by a slim margin, to be honest. The Skizm did super well for about 20 minutes of that game, and then just started to fall off there, and R5 picked up the win for themselves. So hopefully Skizm can do the same thing here again, and push themselves even further into the next game, and hopefully get a Game 3.
Yeah, no cheeky invade from Recon 5 this time. They don't really they're not looking forward to blowing 4 flashes for this. But we're going to see 2 different Dax on the screen. We have to find out which one's the actual real one.
Oh, yeah, now you've got...
Oh, wait, now we got a drops. Dax turned into drops. What is going on here?
Well, now,
wait a minute.
Nah.
Wait a minute. They added the... Has that always been there? No. Yeah, it has, I guess. The feather count for Xayah.
Yeah, they make it as precise as possible so that you know, or that the enemy team doesn't know that it's Nico. Oh, the cowbell. No. Come on, NKDA. Hit it for us. Oh.
Wait a minute. Does it show on her as well? Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't show on actual Xayah, but it shows on the Nico transform. Or Nico cloning. That's weird.
Huh, interesting. Alright, well, now game is going to get started. You have R5 on the red side and Skizm Esports on the blue side.
Look at this tri-bush. Are they going to do it? No, they're not. Okay. It looked like they might. They're set up. Paradox and Scrimmer in that tri-bush waiting.
Yeah, now it does look like Jax is taunting. It looks like Tanza is taunting Dax a little bit, and Moody's making his way up to the top lane. They may look for a gank, but at the same time, Jarvan and Camille can meet each other right now.
Yeah, the ping is coming out from drops. He has suspicions that Moody is going to be nearby, looking for that scuttle crab, and he might try to steal it yet again. But Tanzo, he's going in. He has that counter strike. He's going to be able to land it. Look at the damage Dax has already taken. They have to be careful. The Conqueror is proc, but Dax, he does a lot with the spins. And it looks like Cool has met Moody. Moody's going to be able to hookshot himself away for now. Flash forward for Flash. Job's unable to get it. He doesn't have the spear available, so not going to be able to secure that kill. And Tanzo, he almost died as well.
Yeah, now Moody and Tanzo both have to back. Tanzo's going to have to probably use his teleport here because Dax will push up the lane. And the rest of R5 is kind of in a bad spot. Moody now being forced to back, losing the scuttle, and Drops can make his way down, take the scuttle for himself, and this is the same kind of situation that happened last game, and Moody got super far behind, but we'll hopefully see if Rue can carry this one for them once again.
Yeah, Moody did, and Moody came back last game. Definitely was no doubt about that. Like I said, at one point, when we both thought that Tanzo and Paradox were ahead. Wait a minute, flash forward! They're looking for this. Skizm was trying to get the fight, but we're gonna see Drops. He's able to smite that Scuttle Crab in time. Tanzo just getting a lot of damage down on Dax. Dax is gonna heal up quite a bit though.
Yeah, and that's a large wave. If Tanzo can try to deny those caster minions from being taken by Dax, it will really hurt him later in this game. But, you know, with that Hecarim, you have that Rampage off of your Q, so you'll be able to take it with ease. I'm surprised Skizm went for that. They knew that Drops had the flag and drag, and you know, even if you do get CC'd like that, you can get away.
Uh-oh, Rue, he's in a lot of trouble. Ignite for Ignite. Rue's gonna be solo killed in the mid lane. He actually flashed though, but Moody is here. First blood will go over to Skizm, but a return kill does get put onto Moody.
Yeah, that's 400 gold for the Nico in the mid lane. Definitely going to help her out going up against the Talia. But now you have Camille, who does have a kill for herself, getting herself back into equal priority with Drops right now. And Camille, once she starts to get strong, is a deadly force when it comes to a gank because of that slingshot.
Yeah, we'll have to see how Moody decides to build. It could be the Triforce first, or we see the Tiamat at times as well, just for that faster clear in the jungle. So we'll have to see how Moody decides to go with that path. But yeah, a strong Camille is definitely not something you want to trifle with. And as the game goes, or at least early on, we do see that Drops. He has the double longsword. He's going to be building Tiamat first. I was going to say, it can be very hard for him. But Moody's back in the mid lane. He's looking for cool. The knockback, and that's a lot of damage coming out. Do they have the right one? Yes, Moody's getting a second kill here.
Yeah, and that is the force that we were talking about from Moody right there.
The aggression.
The aggression. Knowing that Cool doesn't have his flash, Moody's able to make his way over to the mid lane, and there is no vision on the bottom half of the map for Skizm, so it's a free gank for him. Perfect kill over to Moody, and now another fight down to the bot lane.
Yeah, Skizm, he's going to Justice Punch forward. He's going to look for the taunt. It does land on Jerky, but this could be really bad. We're going to see Ignite come down on NK. They should have focused one, but they're not. And now Rue, he's in the bot side. Going to miss the rocks. All the rocks, actually. And I think if there was a focused on NK, they would have been able to get a kill. I think they got a little too tunnel vision on, I have to kill the carry.
Yeah, probably a little miscommunication there from R5, but at least with that miscommunication, they still keep their lives. Now, Ocean Dragon is up. Definitely something both teams want to look for. Ocean Dragon can be really big for these mid laners, and also can be something very helpful for Dax up in the top lane, just to keep resetting his Q without worrying about losing any source of mana.
Yeah. Like, I'm just sitting there. He has the Onslaught Shadows. Tanzo going to charge up the Counter-Strike. Drops is nearby. Level 4.
Yeah, and Dax is level 6, so if Tanzo decided to go in that fight, there was a chance that the amount of crowd control that Dax and Drops could bring to the table could take him down, but this could become a 2v2 now. Yeah,
Tanzo is level 6. So he has his ultimate. It's all damage. There it is. Counter-Strike is going to go forward. Dax trying to pull him in. He's going to dodge the knockup, though, and Moody's going to be here, but look at the damage coming out of the Ignite. Tanzo is just destroyed. Oh my god, the devastating charge with the Onslaught Shadows with the Ignite was too much damage to handle. And now Cool abusing Rue at the moment, pushing him out of lane.
Yeah, Moody did not expect that. They wanted to go for the gank onto Dax. He was very pushed up very far, but well played by Drops there. Once again, the Jarvan sitting in the brush for a fair amount of time, but this time on the top lane.
Yeah, and it worked out. It actually worked out.
Yeah, now R5 is pushing up the bot lane, making sure that they have control of this bot river. Ocean Dragon is what they want to look for, and Cool is trying to push it back up because Rue did push up the lane, backed off, reset, got herself some items, and she did go for the boots instead of more ability power for herself. Definitely something interesting and not usually what you see early on into the game, but hey, you know, Rue's better than me, so I may not know.
maybe to dodge the flag and drag and the binding coming out of the Nico and Jarvan.
Yeah, that is definitely something.
Since it is flat magic pen, I mean, it does increase your damage. So, Batanzo, he's going in again. He's trying. He has a Tiamat first item. Now Dax going to chase him down. Look at the healing coming back. No Ignite, though, in the top lane for Dax. So, Moody could look for a gank. He has that Hextech ultimatum there. So, the Onslaught of Shadows and the Devastating Charge would not allow Dax to get away. But Moody, he's in this mid lane. They're looking for it. Tanzo's even here. Drops nearby just in case. They could be looking for the dragon at the moment.
Yeah, now Ocean Dragon being the target, Moody, and Drops on the bottom side of the map. And with Drops backing here, there is a chance that they can look for something. But now in the top lane, Tanzo does jump on. Dax wants to go back in.
Yeah, he gets the Devastating Charge off. He could look at a fight. Again, no Ignite, but I don't think he needs it. Tanzo taking a lot of damage. Needs one more Counter-Strike available. Look at the damage actually coming out for Tanzo. There it is. Onslaught of Shadows going to come in and get the kill solo for Dax.
That champion's so strong. As soon as he gets that Conqueror off and ready to go, it is devastating. So now Dax picking himself up the second kill here for the top laner. And Tanzo getting a little bit behind here. He's now down CS and down 2 kills. So it's going to be difficult for him to do much against Dax up in the top lane. And if Dax can keep the pressure up, make a little roam for himself, can even get Skizm even further ahead in a different part of the map.
Yeah, he's almost 1,000 gold ahead at the moment, Dax. I mean, we knew the Hecarim is an unstoppable force. I think it's just going to take time. Tanzo just needs to farm up and just become the better scaling champion on that Jax. Because I do believe Jax beats the Hecarim later on. You know, Hecarim's kind of has that point where he just plateaus off.
Yeah, for sure. And now NKD looking for an engage.
Yep, Drops is here, has the Cataclysm if needed. Justice Punch backwards though. Moody's in the bot side as well. We're going to see the wall come out from Rue. It's not going to be enough. They're looking for NK, but here comes the heroic entrance. Is he going to knock him back? Oh my god, the knockouts and the Hextech ultimatum. But he's going to use the force. But wait a minute, the Screaming actually gets the double taunt flash forward. They're looking for Drops. Drops going to flag drag away. Now we can see Jerky. He does flash to get a 3-man Root. Look at the damage got. Rue's in a lot of trouble here.
Wow. That could have gone real bad for R5 real quickly. They tried to look for a little bit too much there. Almost got Rue killed, but they still, in the end, were able to pick themselves up a kill, and I don't think they're going to be able to do much here. Hecarim, oh, not Hecarim, but Nico now on the other side. There are spam pinging it, and they know it's not Hecarim.
Oh, yeah, they get a nice top, and it doesn't matter. There's going to be the pop blocks are going to come out. There's 2 dead. Double kill coming out. Now Moody's in a lot of trouble. 3 members in here. Almost gets the kill and cool. And he does! He's able to secure it. So that's going to be a return kill. But that's a 3 for 1. And now Dragon is going to go over to Skizm as well.
Wow, that is not... I don't think that's what they were expecting to happen. Cool picking himself up. Did he get 3 kills there? Or yeah, 3 kills, right? He picked himself up.
No, he got 2. He got 2. He killed 2 right away, and then I think Jerky got himself a kill.
Yeah, now Tanzo just trying to hold up in this top lane, and Rue's making his way up. Ooh, nice!
He does knock it back, and Dax trying to use the Onslaught of Shadows, but it doesn't work. I didn't think that was going to hit him.
Yeah, that was just to the end of the range there for Rue, but he's still able to get it, and now gets himself a kill, helping out Tanzo, allowing him to push up on forward. Drops is making his way up there to try to clear out the camps, but you do see Alistar and KDA is on the other side of the brush for Cool in this mid lane.
Yeah, this could be bad for Rue. He doesn't get hit by the root, though. That's all it might have needed. Trying to run away. Doesn't have the ultimate. I think NK messed up. He used the Pulverize, and now they're going to look for Cool. Cool might be in trouble. Nice double root coming up, but Moody's going to be here. He has the Hextech ultimate almost off cooldown, but it's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, they left Jerky alone, and he's going to be taken out. Paradox needs 1 more. He's going to be able to get it. Now it looks like Rue's in a lot of trouble as Dax made his way down. We got Drops here as well, and they're going forward, so they did not pick up a kill on the side of Recon 5 in this mid lane.
Yeah, the mid lane fight did go over to Skizm, but at the same time, NKDA, since he was at the top side of the map, R5 realized it, Paradox and Scrim making a play, but now NKDA trying to do something and getting himself in a bad position.
Yeah, Paradox going to ult forward, looking for the fight. He's able to get a stun off. Can he get out of here, though? They're just going to tower dive him. The damage is going to be too much, and that's going to be Paradox with the second kill.
Wow, 2 kills there.
One tower shot.
Yeah, that did a lot to Paradox there, so definitely very well played by Skizm to tank it up for his AD carry. They are not able to pick up more turret plates for themselves, but that is 2 turrets, and now a Rift Herald for Skizm Esports drops, picking the Herald up, trying to go against that. Now Camille in the mid lane.
Yeah, he does have the X-Tech ultimatum now. If he's going to use it, he is going to drop a cool, does a lot of damage, but not enough. Rue's able to get that kill.
There's so much damage out of the side of R5 and so much burst damage right there. You see Rue dealing so much, and then the follow-up from Moody. And because Moody is getting further and further ahead in this game, it just gets more and more difficult for these teams to hold up in this lane. So very soon the turrets will start to fall for either side, and as soon as they do, it will give more of an opportunity for Moody and Rue to make plays across the map, and hopefully they can get this first turret as in the mid lane.
Yeah, the first turret and the mid turret is always one of the more crucial turrets, and especially being first turret, if they can get it with all the plates on, which they're not. It doesn't look like very many plates fell this game except for that bot lane. Dax just sitting there, gonna dance himself away, dance his cares away.
Yeah, the Ninja Tabby is definitely helping out Dax to try to sustain a little bit against Tanzo. Drops is making his way up. It is being pinged by Skizm to back off, and that they have vision there. And now bot lane, they want to look for something.
Oh, nice headbutt coming up, but it's not going to be enough. 4 members are here. The Hurricane is going to come out of scrim, and that's going to be Jerky taken down. Moody might just fall. He will to the tower. Paradox, he's taking the tower shots now. He has to be careful. That one more. He's almost gets taken down. Luckily, he did have the heal up, but they did drop the Rift Herald on the top side. Tanzo just going to back off. And first tower is going to go over to the side of Skizm. Yeah,
now it is a turret race right now for the first turret of the game. Who's going to grab it for themselves? The Herald did definitely benefit, and yes, for sure it will. Skizm will be able to pick it up for themselves. Ooh, a lot of damage onto Rue there. Nice root. And they may look for something onto Tanzo. Tanzo does get the stun.
Yeah, he's under tower. The onslaught shadow's going forward. Dax still taking a lot of tower hits. He has to be careful. The Ignite was used by Dax. Rotations might be coming up. Moody's making his way topside now.
Yeah, and you know, even though Dax uses Ignite there and his ultimate, one of the things that I can notice by him doing that is really pushing Tanzo away from that Herald, allowing for Herald to get at least one more charge on that top lane turret before it dies. So even though he did use his ultimate there, I don't think he had to use Ignite. He probably wanted to look for the kill, but his ultimate could have just been used to back off or push Tanzo away, allowing them to get that extra turret hit. But that is one turret for each team. An Ocean Dragon to the side of Skizm, but still the gold lead to R5.
Yeah, and you see it again. You see in the mid lane, not as drastic as last game, but you still see a CS lead of 10. In the bot lane, you see a 30 CS lead, as well as 4 kills and 2 assists to 1 and 1 for Jerky. But Moody, okay, they look like they're looking for Dax, but Infernal Dragon is up. Tanzo has TP, so he definitely is going to want to make his way down. Dax is already here, though, so it doesn't look like he has to worry about that. They just need a good catch for the side of Recon 5, and they're going to be looking for the fight.
Yeah, then Dax knows he doesn't have teleport, so he has to play around the bot side, and there is no turret up in the top side, so definitely not a reason for him to stay up there. Tanzo is just going to keep on pushing this out. If R5 can hold away Skizm, they can just have Tanzo keep on pushing, but it looks like Skizm wants to look for the fight.
Yeah, drops at the flag drive forward. You see the TP coming in from Tanzo. Pop Blossom's going to be popped. It's not going to hit anybody now. Moody's going to go back, and who's going to be the target? Paradox is on the backside. Looking for drops. He's going to have to use a stopwatch. Meanwhile, in the mid fight, we see Cool. He has to use his own stopwatch, and he's going to be taken down. Cataclysm is going to be used. That's 2 members down on the side of Skizm. Could be 3 in a second. Yes, next second, old man does come out. That kills NK. 4 kills, excuse me. Now, Dax is the only member alive, and they're going to be able to claim Infernal Drake for themselves.
Yeah, very well played there by R5, and you know, looking at that fight, Skizm was panned across that entire river. So it started off with Drops getting in on the back line, but you have to think the rest of their team was spread out, and there's not much that they can do. You already have Paradox, who's super strong, and then now being able to pick up more kills for himself in this fight, it just was devastating for Skizm. They did try to look for something, but Tonzo with that teleport helping out, and
Dax.
Oh!
He's going to devastate charge over, but he gets knocked up by Just Punch, caught up, and he might just be taken down. Onslaught Shadow's going to go forward. He's looking for Tonzo, but Tonzo's going to be able to pick up the kill. I don't know if that was worth it. I'm not quite sure. Maybe if he could have got both, but maybe he thought he could have got both.
You know, he thought he could grab something there, but in the end, gave up his life. He did pick up Scrim, but picking up that support versus your own life is definitely devastating, because you could have Dax right now being pushing out the bot lane for them and getting more pressure on that turret rather than getting himself just one kill.
Yeah, was he worth a bounty?
I don't think he was worth a bounty there.
He wasn't. No. So maybe not the worst thing. Maybe not the worst thing. But yeah, like you said, instead of giving his life away just for a kill, he could have been pushed in elsewhere, pushing that bot lane. Now, while Tonzo and the rest of Recon 5 didn't really or can't really do much as far as like punish the mistake he made, they might have been able to get that tower even. Or get it very close to falling. Or even the mid tower. They could have just pushed mid extremely hard.
Yeah, now R5, because they have that Infernal Dragon, do have a lot more damage on their side. And with the resources that they've already gotten, with the gold lead that they have, there's a lot of fights that cannot be won by Skizm here.
It looked like they were going to tower dive. They wanted to. I think if NK wasn't there. Latanzo going back in. Moody and Drops are both here. Who are they going to find? Moody's going to look for him. Does have the Hextech Ultimate with Onslaught shouts out of the Catacombs. That's going to be one. Taken down. That's going to be Moody falling. Meanwhile, NK goes forward with the headbutt pulverized combo. He gets Just Punched and taunted. He's going to use the Unbreakable Will. But Rue is in the bot side. Tonzo is still alive. Dax is going to go forward. The Ignite's down. Onslaught Shadows is alive again. Wait, what? What? He just used that.
No. That was his charge, and then just now he used the Onslaught of Shadows. Before, the only time he...
I could have sworn, unless... No, I've seen it before to where he started, like, we've seen a Hecarim start the Onslaught of Shadows, but when he was stunned or something. But meanwhile, doesn't matter about that. Paradox, he went forward, dodging the feathers for now. Jerky's not going to be able to pull him back, and he's going to be taken down. Tonzo died in the backside. Dax to the kill. Here comes the Pop Blossom. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to get out. The taunt stops the Pop Blossom. But it doesn't matter. Scrim, he's going to take his life down. Paradox is super low ignited, and that's going to be a shutdown, a big shutdown going over the Dax.
Oh my goodness, that is 1,000 gold over to Dax there. Definitely something that will help them out. And these past couple of kills here just seemed like R5 is getting picked off over time, and it is hurting them a lot more. There's about 20 seconds left until Paradox comes back alive. Skizm right now is looking for this Baron.
Yeah, the Baron should be easy. Rue is rooted up. He can be a little trouble. Moody is here, though. And Dax, he's actually going to get shut down. That's going to be huge. They could continue forward if they're able to catch someone out. Cool. He misses the root. They could find it. Hextech Ultimatum is online. And will Moody use it? Dodges the Flag Dragon, but he's going to use it to survive for a moment. Going to flash out of there. Drops is super low, getting ticked down by the red buff. They stop Baron.
That is definitely not what they wanted right there. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what's going on anymore. It seems like, because I could swear that Dax used the Onslaught of Shadows with the Cataclysm, but maybe now again I've seen this where it like he procs it or he starts it, but if he got CC'd or something, it doesn't count as being used, so it never goes on cooldown.
Right, well,
I don't know.
Yeah, but in that last fight, Dax did get himself a little too far forward. He tried to get something there, but very well played by Rue and Moody, just kind of backing off and peeling away until that charge was used, then turning the fight back around, giving himself a kill. And then Moody just tried to follow it up with something else, maybe get themselves another kill, but almost gets himself killed. Now Tonzo wants drops.
Yeah, he jumps over, going to force the Flag Drag away, and 2 hits takes half his health. Dragon's gonna be up. It's another Infernal.
Yeah, Infernal
Recon
Dragon.
is gonna take this. Drops. He could go in the wall. Is gonna be dropped already. That's a little preemptive, I think. He could still flag drag over. He did use the flag a little early. And they might be able to secure this. They got him taken down really fast. Drops. He's going to try to get over there. Not going to have it. Dax on the backside. Moody's going to go for him. Doesn't get it. He gets knocked back. Also, Shadow's forward. Day Knight's going to be taken down. Here comes the Redemption. Scrim. He's going to go forward. Stop it. Wow, Dax is instantly deleted. But it doesn't matter. Moody's going to fall anyway for the Ignite. Now Scrim's forward. There's the pop loss going out for cool. He doesn't hit anyone but one. Scrim goes down. The Cataclysm in the backside is going to be able to kill Rue. Only Paradox and Tanzo survive, but it's going to be a 3-for-1 in favor of Skizm. But they did lose the Infernal Drake. They're not going to be able to get any more.
Yeah, and if you're looking really at that fight, you do have Scrim to be your kind of that frontline character for you, but you also saw after the super hard engage from Dax, the next person that they had focused was NKDA, and NKDA popped his ultimate, making him so tanky, absorbing so much damage from team and time, which honestly allowed for Skizm to take that fight over the course of that 30 seconds because he was able to soak up so much damage and get these abilities on cooldown. So, you know, with NKDA and the way they played that, it seemed like Dax went a little too aggressive, but NKDA definitely being that front line helped him out in that fight.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this a lot more too from Dax. He's just going to get completely shut down like that. While he was able to get his on Moody. Okay, I thought Moody may have known. He's just waiting. They're looking for something.
Yeah, they're waiting until someone
he could be
comes
caught
on
out. There's the hook shot, but they're gonna go for it. He tries to get away, but the Hextech Golden Man is gonna be used. He has the Unbreakable Will, but are not even available, so he's just gonna instantly die. And they might just start pairing off this. Tanzo doing the bot side. Dax and Tanzo both have TP. They actually peel off of it right away. Look at the damage coming out. Tanzo is a level below Dax. Frozen Heart, so he's very, very tanky.
Yeah, and now they're trying to get control of this Baron here. Both top laners have teleports, so they're just sitting down waiting for their team to call for something here. Both sides, Skizm right now trying to make their way up into the river, but at the moment with Rue on that Talia, it's really hard, and Tanzo now looking for a fight onto Dax, decides to back up, but Dax is going in!
Yeah, there's a devastating charge being procced up. He has the Onslaught Shadow. He's going to use it. Tanzo's going to be forced to flash. Can he get away? He will ward hop Dax. Devastating charge should be coming off cooldown fairly soon. There's the Redemption going to come in. Tanzo, he has to charge it up. He's going to charge up the couch right here. Comes the heroic entrance. Beautifully played. Rue able to come in. That Scrim follows up with the heroic entrance as well. They could look to Baron. Paradox is going to look for NK. He's super low. The Unbreakable Will is instantly going to be popped. The wall's going to come out. And they're going to stop him. Yes, they pull it back. And Moody's going to go over. Nice use of the hook shot to stop the headbutt. And now Paradox, he gets another kill. That's 2 members dead.
Yeah. And with these two members dead, Tanzo can just back right here and teleport into the fight because very soon Skizm's got to do something.
Yeah, drops. He's on the outside though. He has that GA just in case. It's getting very low. Who's gonna be able to win the fight? Scrim. He's gonna look for the top. There's looking for deterrence duty. He has the GA. They need to finish this Baron. It's at 2,000 out. Tanzo's gonna be here. He needs to prep the counter strike and drops it. He's gonna be taken down. Doesn't matter now. Tanzo, he's on the Baron, or is he? Moody's in the backside. He's looking for cool. Look at the damage going on. The pop loss is gonna be used. It does half its health. He's gonna flash away. Moody's gonna try to chase it down. Hook shot's gonna come in. He's gonna be able to secure that kill. Tanzo left to finish the Baron by his lonesome. And that's a good set of kills, and Baron going over to Recon 5.
Yeah, now all 5 men of R5 have this Baron for themselves, and now Dax trying to get in onto Moody.
Yeah, devastating charge, but Moody did a lot of damage. Onslaught Shadow's going to come out. Scrim, he's going to be able to get the top, but it's a little too late.
Yeah, Dax dealing a lot of damage for them. He's 9, 5, and 3, but at the same time, he's got to be very careful. You saw it took some time there for Moody to get taken down, but that's 4 members still up with this Baron for R5. They did lose their jungler, but it does not matter. They have the 2 Infernals. You have this Baron buff. Dragon is coming up very soon, and Tanzo did use his teleport here, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter. You got Baron. You got what you wanted. Now it's time to push on forward.
Yeah. We have to wonder when or if Tanzo is going to be able to fight Dax on his own in a 1v1. He's going for that Spear of Shojin at the moment. I mean, is there a point where Jax comes online enough to be able to solo this Hecarim? Is the Hecarim just too strong currently? Just in the game in general.
Yeah, at some point Jax will be able to get online and help out his team more. He does do a fair amount of damage, but he has to get on the right target to specifically do that.
No. Like, be able to solo Dax, like 1v1.
Oh, yeah.
Because you see every time Dax is able to punish him, no matter even under tower. Is there a point where the Jax comes online and what the? Okay, that was just a glitch. But it looks like Paradox may have a lot of trouble. We see devastating charge forward. They're gonna finish this Mountain Drake. Everyone's on the other side. They're trying to push him out as much as possible. The Blooming Burst does not land. They get the taunt on the drops. They're trying to pull the dragon back now. Drops, he can get in there. He's taking a lot of free damage. He's going to flash drag forward, but he's taunted up. He gets it with the smite anyway, but now they're going to go forward. And that's going to be one member gone. NK is the target. Unbreakable Will is going to use. Cool, he uses his Zonas. He just dies instantly after coming up. What just happened? The flash came out from NK, tried to go over the wall. Scrim also flash. Oh, okay. That's so weird. So Scrim flash, I think Scrim flash. NK tried to headbutt. Flash forward from Rue, though. He's looking for the kill on the Jerky, but it might not be enough. Daxy's going for the Death Stage Charge, and they're going to go forward. Tanzo's going to go for it. Their Heroic Engine is coming out. Moody, he's looking for the Hexagon Man, but he's going to be rooted up. He did use the stopwatch. Good bait! And now it looks like he's going to find the target. Jerky, he's in a lot of trouble, but he's going to be able to get the kill. Now Rue's coming over to the wall. Does he have the damage to take him out? The heal's going to be used by Jerky. He's going to be off. No! And that's going to be a double kill going to Rue, and they're going to be able to take this bot tier 2. As well as the mid tier 3.
Yeah, it does not matter. R5 is so far ahead. They have so many carries on their team. You got the Jax, Camille, Talia, Kaisa, and then you have that frontline tank from Scrim on that Galio. There's nothing much that nothing at all Skizm can do right now. And now that it's 2 inhibs for R5, next are going to look for this top side and have to reset here.
Yeah, I'm really curious at what happened, because Galio like flash, and I think NK headbutted him, but it didn't work. But Galio never went over the wall, or he went back over the wall, and then NK flashed. I really would like to see that in slow motion, because that was very, very weird. Because it looked like it looked like Scrim flashed in place, and then NK just flashed over the wall. Like, it looked like Scrim flashed in place and Justice punched like towards the top side of the Dragon Pit. That was very interesting. Very, very questionable.
Yeah, and now Jax definitely coming online right now. He has the Spear of Sojin. He does have the Trinity Force. Great combo, and Dax now has to be fearful of that. He is up about half an item, maybe even a full item at this point, but still, Jax, as soon as he gets that item, can just be so dominant in turnaround fights. And with, I believe, I don't know if Tanzo still has the Baron buff. No, they don't have the Baron buff anymore, but
he's in a lot of trouble. Oh my lord, the just burst damage out of this Talia. But Tanzo, he's going to jump forward. He's going to look for it. Dax at the moment, but NK is here. Tanzo is a level up. He's finally a level ahead. Now he's going to go forward. He can try to fight him. But here comes Drops. He's going to come in counter-strike. He's going to use Onslaught Shadows. Is missed. He's actually going to use a small devastating charge. But here comes the Heroic Engine. Nice flash from Tanzo to get out of the Flag Drake. He's just looking for Dax. He's going to fight his Hysterics. It's going to be popped. Can Tanzo hit it? No, Moody is, but the Captain's going to come in. But it does not matter. The GA is going to be popped. Tanzo does go down, but Dax, he's going to flash. Hookshot's going to come in. Nice stop. But he's actually able to go through the little barrier to get himself out alive. They might chase him down, but they might look to end this as well. Oh my gosh! Jerky taking so much damage. But Moody's going to go over the wall. He gets rooted down instantly, but it does not matter. Rue's able to get a kill. NK, he's the next target. Here comes the Hexagon Man. He's going to go down. And it looks like game 2 is going to go over to Recon 5, and that would be the series. Holy crap! Cool is going to be taken down as well. And GG, well played.
all right. And that is the game. R5 taking it home.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, we kind of predicted that happening, but at the same time, after game 1, I really thought Skizm was going to hold up more in that game than they did. There was many points where, like, Dax got very strong. There was an opportunity. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, what? I forgot the glasses. All right, there we go. We fixed it. There was many times before where Dax did... he did get the lead, and then there wasn't much Tanzo could do against him. We saw those 1v1s where Tanzo got taken down, and then there was points where Tanzo had to run away and did get assistance from his team. But with only Hecarim being that strong point of your team, and then there was a couple of plays that were very questionable by him, it just seemed very hard for Skizm to get back into that game. But nonetheless, very well played by R5. Geiken, thoughts?
Recon 5 shown again why they're a dominant team, and it seems in the early game they're kind of like maybe like older. I don't really know much about the like TSM now, but think of like season 4, season 5 TSM, where like their early games seem kind of rocky sometimes, but their late game team fight is what they were known for, right? They would always be able to pull together, and that's what Recon 5 seems to be able to do, right? Their early game seems rocky, but when it comes to the later game, the mid to the mid late game, their team fight seems to be really on point. They're able to coordinate really really well together, and what looks like a losing situation turns into a win for them.
Yeah, and that will be, I believe that will be it for the end of the series, because now R5 takes the series home 2-0. Very well played by them, and I really hope so, but I'm not fully sure. We don't have another match tonight, right? I think that is it for this week.
No match tonight. It was at a very odd time. Usually, even on Thursdays, it starts at 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. Eastern. But next week we do have so far lined out. We have Impulse taking on Skizm at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Monday, and then Wednesday is going to be Lakeside versus Fruition here, 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, and then Recon 5 again. Recon 5 taking on Centric Gaming at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. So the only team left for a time slot is going to be Essentia versus Polar 8.
All right, well, I definitely am excited for those matches, and Geiken, you want to send us off?
Yep, that is it for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, as always, coming in and supporting the Nightfall Champions League. Be sure to check out the Nightfall Premier League. If you are in the Discord, you'll be able to see when those games are going to be posted and casted. You can also go over to twitch.tv/Nightfall_Premier. Give them a follow, and you can see some of the up-and-coming teams in that gold range. But that is it for us tonight. Thank you for watching yet again. Have a good night.
And lines, I had to keep on reaching up, cause it was my time to tear down the kingdom, call out the liars.